In this video, I'm going to show you why you're using the Roth 401k or IRA completely wrong and why it's actually the trap that's keeping you broke. You see, for so many years, people have been talking about the benefits of the Roth 401k or the benefits of the Roth IRA, but they're telling you how to use it completely wrong. And there are three things you need to figure out in order to maximize it to its best ability. Hey, my name is Joshua. I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on YouTube, but this is what I've noticed as somebody who's been building wealth trading options for the last 9 years. And one of the biggest issues with the Roth IRA is that it's been used wrong by 99% of Americans. What do I mean by that? Meaning you don't understand the actual purpose of a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k. The Roth IRA and the Roth 401k was created as a wealth tool for the rich, not as a savings plan for the middle class. I'm going to say that again. The Roth 401k and the Roth IRA was created as a wealth and leverage tool for the rich, not as a savings plan for the middle class. But that's how they've portrayed it to you, so you don't use it to its maximum advantage. I'll give you a perfect example. In the year 1999, Peter Thiel, a billionaire, the owner of PLTR, put $2,000 in his Roth. And these are shares of PLTR, his own company, and restricted shares of Facebook, Google, and other companies like that. What does that mean? He put $2,000 in his Roth account, and less than 10 years later, it ballooned into $2 billion. In less than 10 years, he turned $2,000 into $2 billion. But the trick is, and the beauty of this is that he did it all tax-free. How? Because he put it in his Roth IRA account. This was the true and original purpose of the Roth. It wasn't so you could put $7,000 and put it in the S&P 500 and make 5 to 8 to 10% a year. No, the purpose of it is to put leverage assets in it, things that have the volatility, the ability, and the likelihood of multiplying quickly, because that is one of the best and tax-free accounts that was created by the United States government for individuals. So unlike a 401k, where you can choose to put money in pre-tax and post-tax, and most people choose pre-tax, and that's where they're getting stuck, because guess what? You don't know what the tax rate is going to be in 10 years or 20 years and 30 years. And for those who think it's going to be lower, what did interest rates do? In the year 2005, 2010, 2015, the interest rates were like 2, 3%. Now, today, the interest rate is like 6, 7, 8%. Only God knows what the interest rate is going to be in 10, 20, 30 years. Same thing with tax rates. You never know what the tax rate is going to be, depending on who the president is, who's in power, what party is running things, what party is running Congress, what party is running the Senate. But what you can do is protect yourself by making sure your Roth has a large amount of cash and a large amount of your retirement. And the way you do that is by putting leverage assets. So what I usually tell my students is a 50-50 split if you want to be conservative, and the 70-30 split if you want to be aggressive. So depending on your age is actually something that is taught by Wall Street called the age method. Depending on your age, that's the level of conservativeness you should have. So for example, if you're 25, then 25% of everything in your Roth needs to be in stocks, and the other 75% needs to be in options. If you're 45, then 45% needs to be in stocks and ETFs and things that are relatively safe, and the other 65% needs to be in options. So the older you get, that is the amount of stability by percentage you have in your Roth account. But as a beginner, as you're starting out, you need to be putting a lot of your cash in options. Why? Because it has the ability to multiply 10, 20, 30, 40%. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a chart on here so you guys can see that if you buy an options contract on, let's say, Apple, and the stock goes up 20%, the options contract can 2, 3, 4x. So for the same bang, so for the same amount of money, you can have double, triple, or quadruple the multiplication. And when it's done in a Roth IRA account, that means all the profits you're making in there is literally tax-free. There's no charge on it, and you're making the most money possible. The reason why you're finding it a hard time to get ahead is because you're participating in a savings plan, not a multiplication plan. The whole point of putting your money in the markets is to multiply it at an exceeding rate. There's 3 ways to do that. Number one, with options. When you're buying options, you're allowing, number one, with options. When you're buying options, you're allowing yourself to use little cash to control a whole lot of assets. So for example, just like when you buy real estate and you're buying $100,000 house, you only need to put down 3.5%, which is 3,500. When buying options, it's about the same. So you can control 100,000 worth of stocks for only $3,000, usually a little bit less than that. And the appreciation you get on that real estate is all yours to keep. In the same way, the appreciation you get on the stocks is all yours to keep. The difference is most real estate only doubles about every 10 or 20 years. With options, you can double your money in as little as 1 to 3 months. Matter of fact, I've done it where you can double your money in 24 hours. And I'm going to put a result of a student here so you can see that this is not baloney. This is something I do with regularity and with ease if you know what you're doing. But if you want to be more conservative, I would just load our Roth 401k account with something called Quad 4 strategy trades. What is the Quad 4 strategy trades? Well, every quarter, 4 times a year, stocks rebalance, stock futures, options futures, index stocks, and bonds, they rebalance, making the options contract cheaper. And a lot of times this is also accompanied by usually a dip in the market. And this time we go by skips and leaps. Skips are contracts that are 4 to 6 months out. Leaps are contracts that are a year more out. You go and buy these and you load them in your Roth IRA. And the benefit of doing this, again, remember that everything that you make in profit in your Roth IRA is absolutely yours to keep tax-free. Unlike most 401ks out there, which is like a savings plan, your Roth IRA is literally true wealth, that every dollar that goes in actually belongs to you. Now, the beautiful part about the Roth as well is you can also withdraw everything you put in, but not the profits. So the $7,000 you put in every year, you can withdraw it without taxes and penalty, or you can decide to put it back. It's up to you. And what you're doing is that you're actually creating for yourself a bank account. Okay, your Roth IRA becomes a bank account for you where you can withdraw money, put money, and multiply money. So the truth about the Roth IRA is that you're probably using it completely wrong. And if you want to learn how to maximize this, I literally have some resources below. There's literally a course that I have there. But more importantly, there's a 5-day training that I actually teach all my students step by step. Check out the links below, and I will show you how to multiply money in your Roth and actually build wealth doing that. And that being said, let's talk about one of the best things I like to do in my Roth IRA. When your Roth IRA becomes large enough, you want to start producing cash flow from it. And the best way to do that is something called cash secured puts. Okay. You want to sell options contracts and receive premium for it. So your Roth can actually become your own personal little piggy bank. So with about $100,000 in cash, you can make anywhere from 4 to 5K a month relatively safely without pushing the envelope in cash flow. So that means for you, you can actually retire a lot quicker than you would want to if you have enough cash. So you start with the Quad 4 strategy to multiply, and then you use cash secured puts to bring cash flow. So I actually recorded a video on these two methods, the Quad 4 strategy and the cash secured puts. I'll put both links below for you to check out. And the final thing I will tell you about your Roth IRA is that if you're literally waiting for somebody to come and save you, they're not. You have to learn these strategies yourself and learn how to be financially fluid, which means that you use things that fit your situations the best and make you the most money possible. That is what options and trading is all about. Not watching screens, not spending hours in front of a computer, but learning simple wealth systems that compound for you over time. That is all my 5-day challenge is about, and I teach that step by step. I recommend you grab that below. If you have any questions, drop it below as well, and I'll catch you on the other side. Chat soon. Knock, knock, pardon the interruption. Listen, I usually don't do this, but I feel like it's super important to actually share this with you. One of the secrets to my wealth or success in business is somebody who's made millions online and in life is literally my relationship with God. The market is a very funny place, right? On top of the education, on top of the learning, there's a secret ingredient that I feel like is super important, and that's favor and wisdom from God. So I'd like to invite you into a personal relationship with God right now. If you don't have one, all you have to do is pray a simple prayer. Say, God, thank you for dying for my sins. I believe in you. I believe in my heart, and I confess with my mouth that you are God. And I ask you to guide me and lead me in all things around my life. So if you said that prayer, just type an amen below and reach out to me. You can email me for more resources and I can send you some more stuff. Okay, guys, back to the regularly scheduled content.